So you're a little mad at yourself for blacking out?
Oh, no.
Not at all.
No. I stand by it.
I have always sort of historically been one of those girls that goes after something that I'm into. I'm not very old school in the like, I'm gonna wait on you, wait for you to approach me type of situation.
Yeah! New York is over! Yep!
And I'm Solange. Hi.
Beyonce, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Jay, Solange.
What if I told you that behind the glitz and glamour of Hollywood, there's a story that's been carefully kept under wraps? A story about a woman who refused to play by the rules of the industry, who stood her ground against the biggest names in entertainment, and who, despite being overshadowed, made a legacy that is impossible to ignore. Tonight, we uncover the truth about Solange Knowles, the sister, the artist, the revolutionary. But why is her story not as widely celebrated? Is it by choice, or is there something deeper at play? Stay with me till the end, because what you're about to hear might just change the way you see the entire Knowles empire. Most people know Solange as Beyonce's younger sister, but what if I told you that's only half the story? Born in 1986, Solange Piaget Knowles was never just someone's little sister. From a young age, she had a voice, one that didn't just sing but spoke boldly against the norms of the music industry. Her talent was undeniable, but the world didn't always want to see it. While Beyonce was being polished into the perfect superstar, Solange was often in the background, watching, learning, and waiting. And then, she made her move. Most artists spend their careers chasing mainstream success, but Solange did something different. She walked away from the industry's expectations and carved a niche that wasn't about selling records, it was about making a statement. Her album A Seat at the Table wasn't just music, it was a cultural shift. It was a raw, unfiltered look at Black identity, womanhood, and resilience.
So Solange's new album is like a tableau of the simplicities, the complexities, the vulnerabilities of the intersections of being a Black woman. It's an art piece that normally sits in the hallway of good music, but you know, as they like to say, it is sonically pleasing. It enwraps you in an experience. Like, look at me. This is how I feel.
And when it dropped, it debuted at number 1.
Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my soul.
Yes, you heard that right. Solange, not Beyonce, had the number 1 album in America.
Talk about sisters who hustle. Following in Beyonce's footsteps, Solange Knowles is making headlines with her new album release. A Seat at the Table has made huge buzz immediately following its release with the likes of Lil Wayne, Kelly Rowland, and Q-Tip, and is now proving equally as successful on the charts. A Seat at the Table has topped the Billboard 200, a first for the sultry Solange.
But despite that success, something strange happened.
And the Grammy goes to Solange, Cranes in the Sky. Superfly. Oh, sorry. So the winner's not here tonight, so like I told you, I'm gonna get to take one home with me, but I'll make sure Solange gets it.
Solange's music was critically acclaimed, her visuals were breathtaking, and her message was powerful.
I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair.
So why did the industry treat her differently? Unlike Beyonce, who carefully navigated the music business, Solange didn't play by the industry's rules. She called out injustice, she addressed racism, she embraced her natural beauty when the world expected her to conform.
We have a tragic situation going on. Solange's hair is blew out. She has the worst, probably top 10 afros that you've seen. But her afro, she has bangs and it's fried and it's like, it goes like this. Like if you look at her outfit is a little bit sketchy. It's kind of weird, but you know, I can deal with it.
And Hollywood doesn't like people who challenge the system. They like people who follow it.
Solange Knowles throws a bit of shade at the 2017 Grammy Awards following Beyonce's big Album of the Year loss. And in the fine words of her big sis, I don't think she's sorry. Solange tweeted a rather radical suggestion on how to make sure the Knowles family doesn't sit through another disappointing night like Sunday's award show, saying, Create your own committees, build your own institutions, give your friends awards, award yourself, and be the gold you want to hold, my G's. She also posted another tweet that incorrectly stated that only 2 black artists have won Album of the Year in the last 20 years. The correct number is 4. And Weary Singer also retweeted a link to Frank Ocean's recent post criticizing the producers of the award show for giving last year's top honor to Taylor Swift's 1989 and not to Kendrick Lamar.
But Solange? She had other plans. Let's talk about that moment. The infamous elevator footage from 2014, where Solange was seen attacking Jay-Z while Beyonce stood by in silence.
Man, what a great party.
I know, yup.
Oh my God, there's a spider on you.
What? Get it. You know I hate spiders.
It keeps moving.
Kick it.
Oh my God.
Oh, great job. I love you, Solange.
I love you too.
Hey, thanks again for that help with that spider.
You know what? No problem. Foot fast.
Let's go back to the party.
Yeah, that'll be fun. Oh my God, the spider's back.
Get it. Got arachnophobia. I love you.
Love you too.
What really happened in that elevator? The media painted Solange as the angry black woman, but those who knew the industry saw something else, a woman who refused to stay silent.
Solange.
Solange!
Beyonce, Jay-Z. Beyonce, Jay. Solange. Jay, what's good, Jay?
Right here, son, right here.
Back it up, back it up.
Wow, that's crazy. You can't
Come on, home.
A woman who was willing to defend her family, her sister, her truth. After the footage leaked, Solange was mocked, ridiculed, and mysteriously left out of major media conversations. But did she let that define her? Absolutely not. Despite being overshadowed, Solange has built a career that speaks for itself. From winning a Grammy to working with artistic visionaries.
Evening, everyone. I think I'm most excited about the fact that I wrote Cranes in the Sky in a period of kind of desperation and weariness, and the fact that it's resonated in the way that it has. Now 8 years later, a song that kind of got pushed to the side a lot, I knew that this was the right time, and this is such a beautiful honor, and I'm so humbled by it. But I honestly felt like I won far before this because of all of the connectivity that the record has had, especially with black women and the stories that I hear on the street. So it's a wonderful, wonderful night. And yeah, I just feel gratitude.
She's proven time and again that she isn't just Beyonce's sister, she's Solange Knowles, a force of her own. Her influence on fashion, music, and activism has shaped an entire generation of artists who are now unafraid to be unapologetically themselves. And yet, Hollywood still doesn't give her the respect she deserves. Why? Maybe because powerful women who refuse to conform are the industry's biggest fear. So, let's ask the real question. Skeptical smiley face. Was Solange sidelined because she didn't fit the industry's mold?
Like what's going on. What I do know about being in the public eye is that you never know the real story, and you never will, unless somebody decides to share it.
Yeah, I think that the fact that they've been so private along is like, it makes people like,
oh, it makes people crazy and want to know more. Yeah. I mean, but if you saw a fight on the street right out here, wouldn't you want to know what happened? People you didn't even know that weren't famous, I'd be like, what happened? What do you think she did?
Why she wild on him like that?
That would be, you know, right. I think that's just a natural curiosity. If I saw 2 girls fighting outside, I'd be like, what? Oh my God, I bet you she cheated on it, she cheated on him with her husband.
That's
something happened.
So true.
Yeah.
Or is it that she never wanted to fit in the first place? One thing is clear. Solange is not a side character in someone else's story. She is the story, and maybe, just maybe, that was her plan all along. So, next time someone calls her just Beyonce's sister, remind them who Solange Knowles really is. The artist, the visionary, the rebel, and if that's not legendary, I don't know what is. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more untold stories about the biggest names in Hollywood, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications. Let me know in the comments, do you think Solange was intentionally sidelined, or was this all part of her journey? Let's talk about it. See you in the next one.